Welcome everyone to WhiteFalcon Plays Foretales. This is a narrative card game adventure developed by Alkemi and published by Dare Villages. This looks really cool. Not sure exactly what it's all about, but we're going to jump in and have a look in our Let's Play. A mysterious patron. Volpain needs money to help his father and the local miners. His friend Leo says there's someone in town with a very lucrative job offer. Let's go and find out what it is. Welcome to Foretales, an adventure game where you progress by combining cards and exploring decks. Cool, this is already cool. This is it. Volpain, our ticket to the easy life. One last job. And our days of stealing apples from the market are behind us. That's what you said last time. So who is in this contract of yours? His name's Timothy. He says he works for people like us. And you're sure he can pay? Because I could really do with money right now. Don't worry, he promised a hefty reward. Should be more than enough to help your father and miners with their strike. And for me to take an early retirement. He's just a little difficult to track down in town sometimes. We'd better ask around then.
He looks like a good place to start.
A typical region of the game is composed of 3 to 6 locations. Cards placed on the board. Okay, you can learn more by hovering your cursor over them. Sometimes clicking on them will also trigger some dialogue or reaction from your characters. Try it out for yourself. Click on the left card with the beggar. He will remind you of what he wants. Good day to you, young bird. How can I be of assistance? We're looking for someone by the name of Timothy. Ah, I see. A very secretive fellow he is. I think I heard something about him the other day, but sadly my memory isn't what it was. Right. And what might jog your memory, I wonder? A bite to eat. Usually does the trick. About 5 barrels of apples should be suffice. 5? That's enough to last a few days. Ignore my friend here. We'll come back with some food for you. Okay, here we go. So beggar. He wants food. Marketplace. The sight, sounds and smells of the city intermingle in this bustling hub of commerce. A great place to trade for goods. We've got $2, 1 food, 1 feign, and 1 grim. On the scent. Okay. An apple merchant. Don't be fooled by his jolly banter. He's as much of a gossip as he is a merchant. Apples? Fresh apples? No maggots. Animal or nothing. Yeah, I gotta stop saying that out loud. Right, so how do we actually locate here? So we put a card on there. Years in the wilderness have made Leo an outstanding tracker with a flair sniffing out food and places of interest. I would say that'd be better on that one, but it's replacing that card maybe. Oh, that gains fame as well. An aspiring call to arms that draws out potential allies in the area. Over here! Leo's mighty roar drew a crowd of curious townfolk. Survivor's sense. There's food everywhere if you know where to look for it. It's all about the food. Nimble hands. You have to steal what you can to survive. If you're lucky, you'll survive long enough to get pretty good at it. So we get a grim card. We get 2 pieces of money. Like this one instantly gets 3 food. Smooth. He didn't even notice a thing.
Volpan decided he'd take that one to go.
One very important rule to remember. You can only play 1 card per location on the board. Okay. Sometimes it will transform the target card into another card, but most of the time it will just consume it and travel to the next card. A standard used card of the board will go back at the bottom of the exploration deck. And once a slot is available, it will automatically be filled with the top card of the exploration deck. You can't run out of location cards to explore because the exploration deck always cycles. Okay. So now we've got a poor district. The population here is in dire need of help. They can also offer assistance if they are asked nicely enough. So we can give... Oh, he needs 5 food. We've got 4. Okay. So we could get 1 food at that place. Replace that card with another one that might be better. Potentially. That gives us a food as well. That gives us a bag. You can learn a lot when you take time to stop and listen. Good to know. What's this? A fight.
Something tells me these
Beware!
chaps aren't here to discuss pickpocketing techniques.
A hostile token is blocking this card. You won't be able to play any card on the suspicious street until you got rid of those bandits. If you click on the token, you can see the creatures forming the group and decide whether to engage or not. Most confrontations start with a negotiation phase. If you have the correct resources, you might discard this threat without any violence. But if you don't absolutely need to play here, you might as well try to avoid any conflict and play on other cards available. Okay. Alright, so we can get 1 food, which is all we need. Let's just... Ooh, what's this? 2 bad things, plus 2 cards in the deck or something? What's this do? Oh. Theft, murder, and violence, and general lawlessness. A reputation like that is guaranteed respect amongst outlaws and makes law-abiding citizens to quake in their boots. Okay, so you could go for a grim build. I think for this one we'll just go for a
You know what they say.
standard.
An apple a day and all that.
You'll never starve if you know the right place to look. Alright, I think we've got enough for food now. Let's see what this guy knows. Lead the way. Old well, a good place to refresh oneself or make a quick wish. Get fame or get money. Oh, if we steal it. Okay. Do we need more money? All right, let's do that. Let's do this thing. Oh, thank you, young bird. Now about this Timothy chap. But of course, where with my manners? Here, follow this path.
That should show the way. Well, how very altruistic.
Thanks for the helpful tip, friend. A good day to you, bird. Well, what now? I suppose we should follow the old beggar's direction on the piece of paper. Sometimes you'll have to seek directions to progress in the story and reach new destinations. Check the description on your cards. 2 fights.
Don't know what you did to wind them up, but they look mad.
Directions to Timothy. The old beggar has marked the map with Timothy's location. All Void Paint needs to do is find the nearest marketplace and follow the directions from there. Okay. Let's do this one. Good spot to refill our canteens. Over here. Okay, so that's kind of always going to draw the crowd. A Reaper card. Aimed shot. We kill one of our friends. That just seems completely wrong. Peppery diversion. We can't play that on this. Oh, they just want 1 gold and they'll leave us be. It shows you what it moves to. A bunch of rioters. Just moves to the next location. Adds 1 creature to the search party. Adds 1 creature to the graveyard. Plus 2 grim. I guess we'll do everything. Let's see what this does, I guess. It seems pretty harsh.
No heart, Volpan?
Better go before we attract any more attention. So what's that? Okay, so they were bad cards, it looks like.
Volpan was ready to take on the law.
Guard token. A group of representatives of the law. In order to play on the card, they keep you to have to get rid of them. And violence is not the only solution. Okay. Engage, step away. Violent is not always the situation. What's this do? Oh, that increases their health, maybe? A little morsel of gossip heard about town. It might be worth much, but it's conversation starter at least. So we could have used that on the people, probably. So we can put $1 on here. How do we do the dollar? We can recycle it. Trade the skill. Alright, I'm not sure. Let's go for these. There's only 3 of them.
Though the guards looked angry, it was nothing a few coins couldn't fix.
Okay. You started your first confrontation, but maybe there's no need for violence. Rolling over cards at your disposal, you may discover ways to get rid of some of your opponents. Get rid of enough opponents, bringing the moral of the group to 0, and the rest will flee. If you use an aggressive card, the confrontation will automatically turn to a fight. Sorry, just go off here. Okay. But if you don't have any cards to play or don't want to play any cards, click on the auto battle token to trigger the fight manually. Okay. We can pickpocket him. We gain increased attack. We can stun him. Or we can attack him. So that'll instantly take him out. But and what about all this? Oh, we can start a -6. -3. So we need 6 of that to get rid of him. 3 of that would work. And 3 coins would work. Okay, I get you. I get you. Well, we don't have that, so we'll go for an instant takeout.
Oh, that looked painful.
Which is probably not great, because he's probably going to get even more suspicious now. Maybe not, though. 2 food and an eyewitness. Oh, okay. So we get spotted. And now we've made it to the market. A heavily bandaged figure stood alone in the alley. Wait, he looks like he was waiting for someone. As Volpain and Leo approached, the figure turned to greet them. Ah, Leo, so you're finally here. And you brought a crow. I'm a Shubel. Oh, but of course you are. We heard you got work for us. Do I ever? But before we get down to brass tacks, I always like to get an understanding of who it is I'm working with. What do you mean? I'd like a demonstration of the value you'll bring to this operation. A demonstration? Yes, you know, skills, my boys. Show me your skills. The pair look at each other, perplexed. We've lost health. Or is that... Oh, that's the cards we have in our hand. Okay. Skills in combat, sleight of hand. Maybe just a good old trick shot from Leo. By scanning through the cards in your hand, you'll be able to determine which one can play to the current situation. Try hovering over your card and choose which one to play on Timothy. So any of them will do. Should probably play one from... get one of these sleight of hand ones. What if I were to steal your purse right from under your nose? That would be impressive, especially as you've just warned me you were about to... Hold on a minute. With a worried smile, Volpan produced a finely embroidered purse full of gold. The masked figure was taken aback. Very impressive indeed. Here you go, all present correct. I'll tell you what, keep it. Consider that your first payment. Whoa. Oh, thank you very much. Now then, perhaps you would like to tell us what it is you needed. I would like for you two to acquire an item for me. An instrument, in fact. A rare and beautiful lyre that is currently in my possession of the esteemed Lady Cattell. You mean the old bat who lives on the hill? I wouldn't call her that to her face, but yes, that's her. I'd like you to break her manor, steal the lyre, and bring it to me with the holy grove. Break into a manor and bring it to me at the Holy Grove. Okay. The Holy Grove? I know that place well. I'll get you there myself. Volpan? Excellent. Then I shall leave you to it. I look forward to our next meeting. Alright, we got a job to do. At a long last. We can get straight to it if you think you're ready to go. Or we could spend some more time on the streets in preparation. It's your call. Remember, you only have a limited number of skill cards in your adventures deck. Spending them too many of their skills cards will tire them out. If you want to recover some skill cards, you'll have to use rest card on the right hand side of the board. Each rest card has its own set of effects and sometimes a price that you can decide to pay or not. Read carefully what they do. Go on, click on the rest deck and try to use the first rest card. Okay. Rest deck. An adventure will start recover up to 3 skill cards per adventurer. Spend 2 food and recover up to 3 skill cards per adventure, or lose 2 health. So this is the one we've currently got, and the next one's going to be this. Lose 2 health points per adventure and recover 3 cards. Volpan had wasted the precious time he had, but perhaps things could have turned out differently. Okay. 3. And we've... How many cards are in? Maximum of 12, so yeah, we can do it.
Enough resting. Let's get back to it.
Let's get back to it. You recovered some skill cards and suffered no other consequences. Don't expect it to be so easy very often. The next card in the deck will cost you food or health points. And the last card of the rest deck is always a game over. So be sure to check out how many times you can hope to rest in a region. Once you move on to the next region, the rest cards will be replaced with new set. Okay. And the number of rest cards in the next region is independent on how many you've used here. You have completed this region. You can either click continue or proceed to the next region, or you might want to spend some time gathering more resources and allies. Get 4 food for 2 francs.
Something to keep you going, hmm?
And we're back to this guy. So we're going to have a conversation, and he'll give us 3 food. Wow, it could kill him. Get 4 food and money. What's this one? Eavesdrop and get a money bag? I don't know what. Nasty little secret. Oh. Now, how's that for a juicy piece of gossip? A little story that could be devastating to someone's reputation if it came to light. Can be traded with allies or used as blackmail enemies. Okay, we can get 2 more food here. 2 food and 1 creature to the search party. Solitary of the weak, the poor and the weak. That just gets past that card, which doesn't help us. This replaces the card. So I don't know what that does. Does that go further in, which wouldn't normally happen? Can't remember if we used that or not. Let's try blockheads. It's interesting that it shows you what it is, and then goes to the noisy tavern. Oh, we'll try one more thing. We got a lot of food. Can we use this here? What? I'm hungry. No. Okay, we can use francs again. That gives us free food. Alright, we'll do that and then we'll do a rest.
An apple a day and all that.
Alright, then we'll rest. 2 food and recover 3 skill points.
That is quite enough laying around for the time being, thank you.
Alright, and then we continue. Somewhere in the garden, Lewis brought Volpan to the city gardens, where food is plentiful and secrets lurk around every corner. Deep in the labyrinth lies our hero's destination for the evening, Lady Catel's Manor. Watch out, the guards! Whoa. Okay, I thought we were taking them all at once. There are now several hostile creatures in the search party. A deck of cards representing animals chasing your party of adventurers. Each time a new location card appears on the board, if it has a search party call token with an eye, it may spawn a group of enemies coming from there. Okay. Some of your actions may also add hostiles to the search party, hostiles that you may have faced later, so be careful. Alright, cool. So why we got 4 now? Right then, Timothy said the instruments is inside Lady Catel's Manor. The big house with the labyrinth? That's the one. But getting through that hedge maze is going to be tough. I think I saw some gardeners wandering around earlier. Maybe they'll know the way.
Better have a warrant.
So the rest deck now. We've got recover 3 skill cards, small troop of guards out of the search party. We need 2 food. And search party again. Search party again, then game over. Okay. Just lots of fights. Fruit is in the cornerstone. Okay, so we get valor, reputation, kill the rat, death, watch, and viciousness. Yeah, seems pretty harsh. Receive the gardener. Sounds cool. Little help, please? Anytime, my friend. Now all we need to do is lead the gardener to the labyrinth, and the rest should be easy. We'll see about that.
Well, there's got to be something good around here.
Whoa.
There has to be a way in.
There's a lot of them. So where's this? Locked greenhouse. Rallying cry brings the gardener out again. What's the gardener do? He knows these gardens for like the back of his hand. So we can get that. Oh, he could either get us apples or complete further our quest. So if we use this to get... Wait, what's up here? Oh, we can take one of those out. Food and fame, because we shoot an arrow at the apples.
Oh, those are quite delicious when sautéed with a little honey. And if... No, you're right. We don't have time.
Okay. Now we can go over here. We have an appointment with the lady of the house. Would you show us the way through the maze? I've trimmed these hedges many times. Follow me.
That's quite a statue.
Yeah. Whoa. What is it? Sorry, sirs. I'd rather not go any further. What, are you serious? We're barely halfway. It's the statue, sir. Bad luck. It is haunted. The gardener backed away from the statue nervously, leaving Volpan and Leo alone. They had to admit it was rather foreboding sight. Great. Shh. I think I can hear the patrol coming. Quick, hide.
I hope you boys have a warrant.
The patrol took up position right in front of the statue. 9 of them? Patrols we could deal with, but how many are we going to find our way through the rest of the labyrinth? There's got to be a map around here somewhere. How else do the gardeners find their way in and out? Maybe you're right. Let's circle back and see if we can find a map. Alright, so we're going to have to take one of these guys out. Let's go to the greenhouse.
But the last thing we want is a bunch of angry guards on our tails.
So what is this? Send the front creature with maximum level 1 to the search party. Okay, so it puts them into the search party instead of fighting them. We could pay them all off for 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. Or we can get rid of them with fame. So we can get rid of a specific amount. 2 for him.
Quick thinking.
You brought the enemy moral to 0. All remaining hostiles will now flee. Okay. When you trigger a panic, each fleeing enemy will grant you 1 valor, whatever their level.
Well, that was a let off.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Look, I can see some documents through the glass. You think it'll be useful? Only one way to find out. Maybe that gardener over there will open the door for us. Now we've got to find a gardener. Okay. Well, the only way to find a gardener... Actually, that is a way to find the gardener. Healing plants. So we have to fight this to get the gardener back. We can see what's in here. I don't know how fighting proceeds either. That's how much damage they've got. That's how much health they've got, I guess.
The other way for the right price.
Steal. Pickpocket. A single apple. Now we've started combat. Oh, and you can play as many as you want. Oh, make them flee. Interaction effect scarred. Okay. And then we could stun him. Let's just attack and see what happens.
Fighting the gods of the watch? Well,
Attack the opponent directly opposite or left if no one is directly in front of them. Okay. Again, if you don't want to play cards, you can use the auto battle token. Okay, they just do 1 damage.
Going to go unnoticed.
Okay. Just trying everything out. So we get 2 food. That swaps it to an orchard. That gets the gardener back. Alright, fame and the gardener. We do need help. So we have to be able to pick the gardener up again. So we need more cards. Well, here we go. That just gives us fame. Kills them and gives us... Oh. Consume... Oh, -1 and you get the gardener. You, come with us now! Okay. I see, so we can intimidate him. Thorny bushes. Like scratches, because you got through this way, you're going to get some scratches. 2 healing plants? That seems kind of good. Where do the healing plants go? How much does it heal us? Probably 1 point per person.
Ooh, this could get messy.
Chewing these roots can provide minor pain relief, but hand them to the herbalist and they can make a powerful healing balm. So we get 2 heals for it. That's worth it. Okay. Okay, so we got the map of the labyrinth, but it only has the last part of the maze, which is fine. That's the only part we need. Perfect. Let's go back and follow the map to the center of the labyrinth. Okay, so now we've got to take out 9 guards. Take them to the herbalist. How would we find the herbalist? Healing balm. How many of these can we have? Now the gardener's back. At least one of your adventurers has only a few skills left. You should rest soon. Give your skill cards back to all adventurers. Often a good idea to use your action from all your adventurers and not just one. Yep. If you spread the effort between them, you won't rest as often. Fair enough. Alright, let's rest then.
That is quite enough laying around
Whoa.
for the time being, thank you.
So we're going to take on 9 people. Alright, let's do it. Wow. Alright, they got 4.5 resolve.
Forget about all this for the right price.
Okay, so we should be able to do a couple of things here. So if we get this dude away, is that -3 to that?
No one told them about all the, you know, stealing.
And then we get rid of one of these guys. And that's all we need.
Quick thinking. All right, now that evens the odds.
Okay. Alright, we got the directions. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. If I'm reading this right, we should be there in no time. Good. Thing too, it's almost nighttime. Perfect timing. The darker, the better.
That's Lady Catel's manor.
Finally. Hey, maybe that's the hard part and that's all downhill from here. Wishful thinking. It's getting dark. Time to get down to business. Hold on a sec. This could be our last chance to rest up. I need my nimble hands at the ready. Your adventurers won't have their best skill cards in their hand, but don't worry. Anytime you're not in combat, you can trade a skill card from your hand for another one. Just drag the card above the owner's deck and choose the new card. Not in combat, okay. If the card is unavailable from your draw pile, you will have to pay a fixed price of 1 per card. It's a little expensive, especially considering you could have rested to regain several cards at once. But the cost of resting can be also pretty high, so be careful not to burn through too many skill cards by trading them. I see what you mean, okay. I'll spend and rest to consume. Okay.
Come on, chop chop. Let's get back to it, shall we?
Wait. So is that maximum? That's all the cards we had. Oh, in the discard pile. I thought it went up to 12. I see. Alright, so we can... that's kind of what we want, isn't it? And that's what they were saying. There's only one card that'll work here. So what's our health at? 5 out of 7. So we can use that and heal both of them up. Dodge 1 up. Okay. Alright, let's go for it. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Do what you do best. I'll cover the exit. Under the cover of night, Volpan ghosts into the manor undetected. He darted through the corridors until he reached the main hall. There in plain sight stood the lyre. In all its splendor, it's glinting in the moonlight. All he had to do was reach out and take it.
The second he touched the mysterious lyre, Volpan felt an ancient power flowing through him. Reality fractured and exploded into an infinite number of worlds.
Whoa.
All identical and yet somehow distinct. Beyond the webs of fate, he witnessed all possible futures, resonating, vibrating, clashing. And then he
The middle
saw,
one looks right.
and he knew. He, his loved ones, his city, his kingdom, his world, everything was going to disappear.
What are those?
Swallowed
Don't
up
look
by
good.
a cataclysm whose origin lurked behind the veil of possibilities.
The second he touched the relic, he started coughing. The sheer power of the visions caused poor Volpan to collapse on the spot. Leo took his unconscious friend on his back and fled the mansion, an army of guards at their heels. Hang in there, old friend. We'll get through this. I'll deal with the guards and get you to a safe place. Volpan! Volpan! You completed this mission with a few victims in your graveyard deck. For now, it won't change anything, but be aware that if you leave a trail of bodies behind you, you may have to face the consequences later.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
Victory! The relic. Volpan awoke in the forest of Ronsuria, his head throbbing. The lyre was on the ground beside him, but Leo was nowhere to be found. Leo? Leo! Where is he? What happened? At that moment, he remembered the visions.
Gods, is it real?
Before he had time to think, Volpan was struck with a vision of his friend in prison. A wave of despair swept over him. Leo, where have they taken him? Are you going to execute him? Oh gods, please no! This is the Doom event card. It symbolizes the tragic events that only Volpan can see and that will lead the world to its end. The number above the Doom event indicates how many turns you have left to prevent these events from taking place by changing the course of the tale. Each mission you complete costs a turn, but don't worry, if you fail to complete a mission you can always retry with no time penalty. I need to help him before it's too late. They must have locked him up in Eisenberg prison. This is a mission card. By selecting it, you will see the objectives and will be able to start it. The choice of which mission you complete and in what order is crucial to preventing Doom events from occurring. Missions also contain secret side objectives and choices to make that will change the way the next ones unfold. I'm coming, Leo! Wait, what the?
Impossible!
Volpan was struck with another flash. The smell of blood, the clash of metal, and the roar of battle. A vision of massacre yet to come. The miners strike. Father! The militia are preparing an attack on the blockade. Lady Cattell must be behind this. I have warned them, or they'll be slaughtered. I have to warn them. If I'm going to warn the miners, I'll need to find their leader, Karask. They won't budge an inch without him say so. Yeah, what have I done? It's this damn instrument. Volpan looked at the strange lyre with disgust. I wish I never touched that blasted thing. Maybe if I give it back to Lady Cattell, that might smooth things over. After all, a fault confessed is half redressed. If I write a letter of apology and present it to the Council of Mothers, they might be able to put pressure on Cattell and prevent her from ordering the massacre. Volpan looked at the lyre once more before packing it into his satchel. Slowly, painfully, he dragged himself to his feet. Alright, Volpan, you can fix this. He took a look around in an effort to get his bearings. To his left, he saw the fumes of the city rising above the trees. To the right, the silhouette of the furious mountains shrouded in the acrid smoke from the mines. Better get moving. Make your own choice and discover their consequences. Welcome to Foretales. Alright, this is just a let's look, let's try. So that's probably where we go from there. So I'm guessing like you could do this to stop that, you can do that to stop that, or this is an optional thing that might stop this, and maybe both, potentially, but I'm not sure. Like what's, and then the question mark, which you could maybe as a bonus objective. Wow, and then you got to get all the way to the end. But yeah, very cool, very unique game mechanics here. And this is kind of cool as well. You get to pick which way you go. Alright, so this has been Foretales, a demo which you can still play for at least, you know, a decent amount, it looks like. And looks pretty awesome. So I'll put the link in the description if you want to check it out yourself or wishlist the game for later. If you enjoy these videos and want to see more, definitely like and subscribe. Always helps me out. And that'll be it. Thanks for watching, everyone. WhiteFalcon out.